What's up guys, Dude's Us here bringing you a team deathmatch on Nuketown. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys how to be successful on Nuketown. I'm going to have a lot of Nuketown games up, and hopefully you'll learn how to do well in it if you don't already know how by watching those. But if not, then I'm going to put this Nuketown Bonanza together where I have two Nuketown games that have pretty good scores back to back. And I'll be posting these with a series of tips on how to do better on this map. So first off, my class is the AUG with extended mags and the Strela 3. I was using it because I was trying to get Ghost Pro, but when a Nuketown came on, I switched to lightweight without actually switching my sidearm. Anyway, that results in this situation right about here. Yep, and I don't have my CZ, my trusty CZ, so I have to run around knifing like a beast. But I don't think that's what actually turned out so well if the players weren't that bad. And if the small chance you're one of the players in this lobby and you're listening to my commentary, I'm sorry, but I crushed you guys 2 games in a row. Anyway, so my perks are lightweight, sleight of hand, and marathon. My kill streaks are Blackbird, chopper gunner, and attack dogs. I was actually supposed to put on attack helicopter because on Nuketown I like to run around with my attack helicopter up, like in domination, so I can play aggressively with air support. But I wound up having this on because I was trying to go flawless in games prior to this. Anyway, so I didn't get to change those up, but I didn't get my dogs, and the chopper gunner kind of compensated and wound up with me getting a lot of kills. As you see, I didn't speed it up in the video, and that's because it's already short enough. It's like just shy of 6 minutes and 30 seconds, which isn't very long. So I figured with 2 games in it, I'd just leave the chopper gunners, or else it'd be like 4 minutes or something like that. And in this Nuketown Bonanza, like I said, I'm going to be telling you guys why I use my class and how to do well on it. So I use the AUG because it has a fast drop rate, or kill rate, or kill speed, or whatever you want to call it. And I like the recoil a lot because it's pretty predictable. It's kind of just straight up, but it does have its flaws. Like it has a slower fire rate than things like the FAMAS, for example. But I like it anyway. And if you don't like it, then another gun you could use is the Galil, or like I said, the FAMAS if you like a fast fire rate, or even the G11, which has a 3 burst and a high damage and very little recoil for far range, which is really good. And yeah, so there's a couple examples you can use. I don't usually silence my gun on Nuketown because it's not the greatest game or map to silence your guns on, because if you're like me, you just run around trying to drop people as fast as possible. And anyway, I'm using, well, I already said why I was using the Strela. I thought I was using Ghost, but I actually wasn't. There's game number 1, and I posted a score of 47-3. 2 of my deaths were in choppers, I think. And obviously it was in theater mode. Now I'm entering game 2. These are actually back to back, and I'll tell you guys why I'm using my perks. I'm using lightweight because you'll see here I can get places and catch people off guard really quickly. This is important because getting getting to where you need quickly and killing enemies on the way who are off guard is really important on having a successful game. And then you'll see here I kill those 2 guys and I run into their spawn really quickly. Nuketown has pretty predictable spawns and trafficking where everyone will rush, so that's always good because you will know where to run. And yeah, so I'm using sleight of hand because you can reload quickly, and I'm not using dual mags. I'm using extended mags because there's an odd time I don't have great accuracy and I miss a lot. So yeah, anyway, sleight of hand also helps you aim down your sights quicker. And if you're like me and you played the Modern Warfare 2 campaign and you know you must aim down your sights, then it's important to be able to do this quickly and not spray at the enemy. And if they're spraying at you, I want to be able to zoom in and hit them with all my bullets as quickly as they can see me and start spraying. Sleight of hand helps me do that. Well, sleight of hand throw, I guess, actually. And it just overall, I find it gives me an upper hand. I lucked out there. I thought that guy was going to kill me, but I picked up an Enfield earlier, which was good. Enfield's a decent gun, but I don't use it on Nuketown because all the long hallways where you can kill people, it's hard with the Enfield unless you burst fire, and I did a lot in Modern Warfare 2, but I kind of got a bad habit of not doing it after using the FAMAS and AUG. Here, I was just debating whether I'd pick off some more guys before I went into my chopper gunner because I knew I was going to go flawless this game. and I figure I would while my Blackbird's still up, but they get all around me and I don't exactly know where they are here, and I have dog cover up, so I just figure I better use my chopper gunner so they can't shoot it down while my dogs are out. I'm also using Marathon as my green perk. That's important because running around and getting into their spawn quickly is only really possible if you have Marathon on, I would say, or if you're playing people that move around slowly off the start. Anyway, on Nuketown, I already mentioned the spawns were pretty predictable and the pathways were easy to find and pick people off, or high traffic areas, I guess you could call them. Some other setups, if you don't like the one I'm running right now, are like any SMG. I would use the MP5K, the Spectre, maybe the 74U if I felt like being a major tryhard, but probably not. And then the MPL maybe. These are good because you can move around a lot, and if you use them, you can switch out your blue perk for something like Flak or Scavenger. And yeah, so I would use Steady Aim or Sleight of Hand with SMG. So those are some other class setups you can kind of mix around with if you want to do really well. And I just came to the end of this game with a 48-0 score. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit about Nuketown, and yeah, have a nice day everyone. Peace.